It's Tuesday, Channel 95, 7 o'clock at night. We are watching one more show of the neighborhood news. If you're watching this show and it's not a Tuesday night, it's because you're watching the show, a repeat show. And please come back next Tuesday and we will have a brand new show for you. For our Portuguese listeners out there, sejam bem-vindos para mais um programa de notícias da sua vizinhança. Amanhã nós estaremos aqui de novo a fazer mais um programa em língua portuguesa chamado Amigos, e nós vamos ter mais convidados a falar a nossa língua, e é um programa que está no ar agora talvez há uns 3 ou 4 meses. Mas fique connosco, nós temos um convidado em estúdio. I want to remind you that tomorrow, Wednesday, 8 o'clock at night, we have another show on the air called Amigos, and it's a Portuguese show. And tomorrow we will have more guests that speak Portuguese. And it works the same way. If it's not a Wednesday, it's because you're watching a repeat show, the show of the week. So please come back Wednesday, 8 o'clock at night, and you can see the new show. That show, a Portuguese show, is on the air now for about 3 months. It was an experience that we tried to do, and we're working on a Portuguese news show here too, with the made here right on this studio. And I'm going to be for that show, I'm going to be on the other side. I'm going to be behind the studio, and on the studio, just giving support to this new people that's starting a new show, and it's going to be news in Portuguese. So we're trying our best, and with the help of the BCC and the help of volunteers out there. And talking about volunteers,
hey, I'm
for
here.
me right. Our guest today is Joseph Rodrigues Jr.
Wow.
Wow.
Formal. Thanks.
We will call you Joe.
Okay. Most people do.
Joe, and Joe is here because he belongs to Angels Anonymous, and they're not anonymous anymore. You know, I mean, you kept the name, but you're not anonymous anymore.
Well, we picked the name because we wanted to fulfill our mission, which was to better the community, and we wanted to do that without fanfare. Mm-hmm. We didn't want to
pick up names,
yes,
and forget some people.
Right.
And then
so we kind of wanted to go with the anonymous thing, and it does kind of fit us because we do a lot of things without the limelight. Mm-hmm. Our cleanups, our food drives, serving Thanksgiving dinner, all that kind of goes by the wayside. We try not to take pictures of any of we take pictures of our cleanups and our events, but when we do the food drives and the Thanksgiving meal, we don't take pictures of the people attending. We want just people to be able to come and have a great meal on Thanksgiving Day. Mm-hmm. We're actually, this year we're doing it on, let me plug that while I'm right here. The Thanksgiving meal will be served on November 24th at 12 p.m. at the VFW on Bedford Street. I believe it's 486 Bedford Street. And we'll be there from 12 till 4 o'clock serving the people of the community. And it's been a great.
It's great. Joe, bring us back to the beginning.
Okay.
And do you remember that? Because every group that always starts in the kitchen. I don't know why. Every time starts in the kitchen. All the meetings have to start in the kitchen.
I started volunteering. With Mr. Primo at he calls it Saturday's Kitchen. He serves a meal twice a month at the church on Rock Street, entrance through Purchase Street, and he's been doing it for 30 years, I believe. His son started it as an Eagle Scout project, and Greg now is an adult, so it's been a long time, and they've been doing it for a great. They serve so many people, and they don't have any fanfare. It's incredible. It touched me. One of the gentlemen who worked for me at the time, Dave, who worked for me, turned me on to it, and I went one time, and I was hooked. Great people. Doing a great thing. Everyone there is all volunteers. No one gets paid. All the food is hustled. They're not a nonprofit. It's just a group of people that have been serving meals for a long time. So I started going, and the thing about volunteering, I know you can feel the same thing, is it's addictive. It's like,
Yes.
it's a drug. You get out there, you
But it's a good drug.
It's a great drug. It's a great drug. You do something, and you get the feedback from the people that you're doing it for. They love it. We joined you for your movie night at Lafayette Park, and we had some clothes that we had collected and did a clothing drive. We gave out all of our clothes to people who actually need them.
Yes.
So that's great. The people were like, "Oh, are these free?" Like, yeah, take as much as you want. We want you to have it. And
it's funny because when we do that movie night, everything is free. The hot dogs, it's free. The popcorn, it's free. Everything is free. And we had a new addition. And when you text me about it, say if it's free, it's for me. So that's what we're doing at the park.
Yeah, it's all the things that the neighborhood associations do to link the community together is wonderful. Like, I know you had the movie night was the same night as the feast, and you scheduled it that way because you knew that people didn't have money.
Yes.
Couldn't go to the feast and have a caserla sandwich.
Exactly.
So they came and had a caserla
and
hot
it's
dog.
funny. It's funny because we had a busy weekend that weekend. That Saturday night, we had the boat race at the waterfront. We had the Holy Ghost feast at Kennedy Park. And we had our movie night that I know probably it was more events in town, but I know at least these three. And we had the families there with kids because I knew, number one, they're going to walk into the park because they live around there. Number two, they don't have money to buy $6 sandwich for every kid.
Right.
And some families there had like 5 kids. And I knew they will come, and it's like when just build and they will come. That's what it is. Just put on, and they will come.
Little crowd there. You had there was.
It was like a what's the name, the block party we did. It was like everybody was like, oh, it's a lot of things going on in town. St. Michael's have the feast too. I'm just going to do it because I know people will come, and what a crowd we had there, you know.
That's because, like I say, I think it has a lot to do with people don't have money to go to the feast. I mean, like you said, it's nice to go. Me and my girlfriend will go. It costs, get a couple of $6 sandwiches, but if you have 2, 3, 4 kids,
Yes.
now you're talking about it's a major expenditure for these people. So they came to the movies. Had a great turnout.
Yep.
We had fun. We gave out all our clothes, the hot dogs. Everybody gave us a whole put together. We had a great day. I thought it was a great day.
It was good. And do you remember last year we had the 2-day Arbors Festival in October, and you guys had scheduled a cleanup on the Flint.
Yes.
And you all came over and you joined us for some food.
Yeah,
there.
it was a great day. That was we went over to the school.
Yep.
It was, we didn't even know that was going on. We had scheduled the Flint cleanup.
Yes.
We met at the Bank 5 parking lot. We actually had a great turnout that day. We mowed through the neighborhood, street after street. We weed whacked, we cleaned up a bunch of stuff, and then we walked over there and had hot dogs.
Yeah, it was good.
And I couldn't believe how many people were there when we got to the school. I was like, you had, Gates of Hope was giving out clothes.
Yes. And we had food and chicken and
it was a great day.
All the chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers. We had it all.
And that's so important, that neighborhood, to keep the neighborhoods together, the community, the fellowship, whatever you want to call bringing those people together is great. That's one of the greatest things about Angels is our volunteers. That's we need volunteers. We need a lot of volunteers.
Yes.
When we attack cleanup, I can just imagine the citywide cleanup every year. It's a great event. It's 300-400 people show up, maybe. Could you imagine if 1,000 people showed up to the citywide cleanup? Can you imagine what we could get done? So I'm challenging everybody out there to come out next time we have the big cleanup. Angels Anonymous has a Facebook page, Angels Anonymous. You'll see our logo on it. It's a white logo, so you know which one because there's a couple of Angels Anonymous there. And we also have a Facebook, a website. It's called angelsanonymous.net. And I will update all the event dates of some of the stuff that we have coming up. We do have our Thanksgiving dinner scheduled for November 24th. So a couple of weeks prior to that, we usually do a food drive in the parking lot, VFW, collect canned goods, stuff that we're going to use for the dinner, and anything that we have left over, we donate to Saturday's Kitchen. And Saturday's Kitchen, they serve a meal for everybody, but they also like to give people a little bag to go home with another meal, some fixings for stuff. So we will be doing that, and I'll get the date on our Facebook page and on our website in the next couple of days. That's one of our big things we have. We also do at Christmas time, we do a gift card and toy drive, and we did it last year down at the Port of Ciudad, down there to use the gates, and we had Santa Claus and a couple of elves, and it was a good day. We collected a bunch of stuff, and then we went out and gave it all away, which is even the best part about collecting stuff, is giving it all away. So we have that scheduled, and the dates on that, it's usually a couple of weeks before Christmas. Last year it was on the 17th, so we'll have that date out there. We had a great blood drive we did up at the Elks a couple of weeks ago. We collected about 60, I think it was 62 pints of blood. So that means we could have saved 62 people's lives. And it was all just, you know, American Red Cross. We linked up with them. They came through, set up there in the Elks, and they let us use their facility. Thank you, Elks. They've been great to us. Again, I'm using their location for events. And we collected a bunch of blood, and people, it's a great thing, and it's a simple thing. It doesn't cost anything to come and give blood. They contact you once you set up with American Red Cross. They contact you every 57 days, I believe, until, hey, it's time to give blood again. So we did that. That's a great event, and we want to do that again more often. It's a way to give something back to the community. Our food drives go on throughout the year. Clothing drives go out throughout the year. And what else do I have here? And that's pretty much what I want to talk about. The new things we have volunteers meeting coming up I think this week. We have all of our volunteers that we've grouped in that do a lot, that come every week. We have a lot of people who come for every one of our events, and they're like they're our key to making Angels a great group. They're there at all our cleanups. They're all diehards. They come, they clean, they leave, no fanfare. So we have a little appreciation day for them, and then we'll have, again, I'll update the website with all our coming events that we have coming up, and what we have planned in the near future, and it's all good stuff.
And how long is the group now?
This is our second year. We've been incorporated over a year and a couple of months. Everybody be mad at me, I don't remember the date. We joined together, we formed the 501c3, so we could go out and collect donations and be able to give the people who donate some kind of tax break for giving us a chance. And that's one of the main reasons why we did go through the process of incorporating and becoming a nonprofit. We were lucky, another nonprofit in the city donated a trailer for us that we use for our cleanups. We have our big logo on the side of it. It's Parks in the Neighborhood. It gives us attention that people see that we're in the neighborhood cleaning up. And there's a couple of groups now in the city doing cleanups. The city's starting to look great with the separation of the trash and DCM and all that stuff. DCM now is focusing more on cleaning up, you know, these streets with sidewalks. We did, during the citywide cleanup, we cleaned up Bradford Avenue, and there was no sidewalk there. When we got done, there was a sidewalk, which was, you know, it was hidden behind.
You just cleaned up a couple of weeks ago a sidewalk, a major sidewalk.
Well, it might not have been us, but I'll take credit, but it might not have been us. It was another group that's been out doing a lot of cleanup. They're doing a great job. They're out there doing their stuff. Our last cleanup was last Saturday. It was at one of the parks. I've been to every park in the city. We actually we did Ruggles Park along Pine Street, which is always a mess. We cut all the shrubs along that grow through the fence and intrude on the sidewalk. And we cleaned up Saturday. And we did a pretty good section of it, but we didn't get to turn the corner and go down Grove Street. But the following week, DPW, DCM, Community Maintenance came in, they finished up that street, so the neighborhood looks great. And I know they're down on Bay Street, they've done a lot, the other groups done a lot of stuff on Bay Street.
Joe,
The sweepers.
talk to me about fundraisers. You guys did
We
a
do
few?
raise funds.
Yes.
It's a way to operate. None of our board members, no one's paid in our organization. We're all volunteer work, so I wanted to make that clear. All the money that we do collect, we try to get back into the community, whether it's, we have a couple of ideas on some scholarship programs we're working on, but we've had a few fundraisers. We had a Caserla dinner at the Elks Club. Time just flies by. A few months ago, and we did great on it. Tony Abreu, who is a member of our group, is also a great chef, and he's actually in Madeira right now.
Yeah, he is.
So
I've been watching the
the
update videos.
Yeah, they have great, well, Tony, he works with the Madeira Feast in New Bedford, and they actually donated a bunch of the food supplies to us, and they allow us to use their kitchen in New Bedford. They have a great, huge kitchen. That's one of the things we don't have, is a facility yet. We're working on that. We will have a facility soon. We'll have a place to work out of soon. But he prepared all the meals. We went up there on Friday and cooked all the caserla, and we had a great turnout at the Elks. We had a comedy show. We raised some money. It gives us some money to help, pay little things, to buy our T-shirts to sell, so we can raise more money.
Yes.
It's all about, you have to have money to function, and some people look on that at bad, others don't. But I really think that you need to raise funds.
You do have your expenses, you do have your expenses. I mean, you work for free, but every organization have the expenses.
We do donate a lot of I donate all my time. We donate a lot of things. Everyone in the group donates to the group, but it gives us a chance to buy the turkeys that we'll need for Thanksgiving, rather than having it to collect. Turkey's a little hard to get people to donate and have them in time to thaw them, cook them, the whole process that goes into preparing a Thanksgiving dinner. We lost George Thompson,
Yes.
who helped us out a lot in the cooking process and preparing all our meals and getting our program going. And so we lost George, but we're ready to strike this year. We're going to have a great turnout at Thanksgiving again. We're going to have a great toy drive and gift card drive for Christmas. And we make a lot of people smile, and that's what we want to do.
Again, when is the next one?
Our next event would be, it would probably be mid-November. I will get a date on the website. I don't know it, I apologize. That would be a food drive for our Thanksgiving Day meal. And we'll probably we'll have another clothing drive probably in October, a winter clothing drive that'll go that we collect coats and warm gear. We did a summer one this year, which was different. We always did, everybody donates coats and blankets, but in the summer people need t-shirts and light wear. So we did a summer one, now we'll do our winter one, and we'll get those coats, whether they go, a lot of the coats go, one of our volunteers takes coats to a group that he deals with, and then we give a bunch of them to Saturday's Kitchen. So we try to just get them out there. It's all about giving and volunteering. People, if I can make any suggestion in your life, it's to get out and volunteer a little of your time. It's so rewarding. I swear to you, it's the best thing you'll do in your life.
And the guests that we had last week, we talked about off camera, but we had a chance to chat for a little bit on the studio, and that's exactly what we thought. We would like to teach our kids, our youngers, to volunteer, because I think if they started young, they will, when they come to our age, they will make somebody else volunteer.
I mean, I'm so sorry I didn't know about volunteering before. Maybe I was just too busy in life and stuff, but it's so rewarding. Everyone that you meet is thankful. They're sweet. it's just, they're all great people. And if the people that are volunteering, they're good people as well. I mean, that's how I met you, was through volunteering.
And I think that no other city has people volunteer like we do here. You know, I mean,
I agree.
everywhere you go, it's people volunteer. We have, you can go like other Portuguese towns. They have one band. We have 3. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, because of volunteers. You know, and non-profit organizations, they have 10, we have 50. You know, and why? Because it's all about volunteer.
Well, if there's a tragedy in the city, a fire, and they reach out on through Facebook or through some other social media or through a newspaper about they need kids' clothes, boys size 8, 9. I see it on Facebook. It's like, I got that. Somebody says, I got that, I got that, I got that, I got that, and they're done. We take good care of it.
So what I would like to, what I would like to do is, if you get any requests that you think that you either you don't have or you need, I will say to call the Gates of Hope, because they've been using our building for storage. So they have a lot of storage.
I got to know them through first time was with
She's great.
The cookout, and then I met her again, talked to her at the movie event at Lafayette
Because
Park.
she has other groups that reach out to her. Because sometimes she turns around and she tells me, Carlos, you know, I'm sorry, I have so much stuff in here. But I said, don't worry. I mean, we have the space. The space is empty now, you know. It's not that we're going to have to fix it. We're going to eventually have to fix it, but we have the space. So don't say no, just grab everything. Everything that you can grab. So she's been doing yard sales, because people give her not just clothes, they give her vacuums and refrigerators, and you know, so she just keep saving it. Somebody will need it. Somebody will need it.
That's the thing about donations, they never go to waste.
Yes.
I mean, if you can get food, the food is an issue because of spoilers, so you have to give it. That's, I know she's done a great job on that. I saw she had fruit at the vegetables at the movie that night. Yeah. So.
And every day, 12 to 4, she has the door open for people that want to get some groceries and stuff like that. So.
That's great. And if anyone ever has an issue and you need anything, just please reach out to us through our Facebook page. If we can help you, we will. And if we can't, we'll steer you with someone who can. Yes. Gates of Hope does great things in the city. So
if you guys need anything, have a request, just feel free to contact us. You know, she's a board member. Feel free to contact us. You know, maybe we have what you're looking for.
Great, and it's all, like I said, it's all about getting out and doing, giving and sharing and caring, and we really want to do that more. And I'm so glad that I found this as something to do with it. I hope it. Finally I found somebody that
that feels and thinks the way I think, that when we do something for kids and we worked so hard to put together to make that event, but then you sit there for 2 hours and you just see the smiles on the faces. To me, and I've been saying this for a long time, it's worth it more than $1 million check. You know, it's a community coming together, and finally we're getting paid off. You know, with the smile, with a thank you, and stuff like that.
Bringing the Christmas presents to the kids when we dropped off the presents at the houses. And we dropped them off a couple of days before the holidays, so they could put them under the tree or whatever they had, whatever their plan was. The just outpouring of love that these people give you when you hand them something is just incredible.
Exactly. And sometimes it's not even value. It's not even too much value on that package. But
they feel the same way too. It's a caring thing. It's about Somebody who doesn't know, you don't know this person, and you're giving them something, and they're loving you because you gave them something because you thought about them. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. It makes, you know, I lived a long. I've lived a.
So you wish you could start it earlier.
I wish
so
I
you
would
had
start a long time.
more years of.
More years to do it. But I'm looking forward to retiring so I can do it full time. Like,
Yeah, I think that's what I am right now. Is I'm not retired, but I do have a job that I can, you know, have the time available to do what I do, and some people they can't do it, you know, because they have work, they have a family, and all of that. I do have all that, but thank God that the job that we have and the job I have gives me that free time that I can work and volunteer, you know.
great.
And I volunteer 10 hours and work 4.
I don't have that plan. If my boss is listening, Carlos said it. Unless you hook me up. No, I think that it's great doing what we're doing. I love everybody out there. Everybody keep doing what you're doing in Florida. As the city's getting better, it's getting cleaner, it's getting happier. Let's just keep doing that.
And just call Joe if you want to volunteer.
Call me, 508-922-4014. Blow it up. I want volunteers.
If you call me, I will forward to him.
Yes,
I probably would keep it. No, I won't give it to him.
Page or send an email to angels@angelsanonymous.net, or go to our website or go to our Facebook page. We get tons of hits on our Facebook page with messages, and we try to answer them within minutes. So
tell them the cookies on Madeira.
Yeah.
Very good. And Joe, thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me again. I love
good
it.
show. And when you need to come back, just let me know. We bring you back.
I will.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
And I see you guys next week. Thank you for coming.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for being out there.